TJ Holmes credits Amy Robach for literally helping save my life during his darkest days in September 2023. TJ Holmes joined GMA3, which ought to have been reason for jubilation. But the professional milestone was marred by one of the worst moments of his life, the most recent episode of their podcast, Amy and TJ, which was recorded live in New York City on June 10. The 46-year-old former GMA3 anchor spoke about that trying period, which included battles with alcohol, despair, and suicidal thoughts. His mental state deteriorated to the point that Holmes said he was sleeping on a public bench at night. "I was unaware of how poor I was," he said. "In the middle of the night, I would wander the streets and go back and forth because I didn't want to go home. I have really spent the night on a bench on 14th Street, which is located just west of Union Square in Manhattan. You have never seen a destitute guy so well clothed in your whole life as I was." Robach helped him overcome his sadness by teaching him to run after seeing him the way nobody else was. He claims that she wouldn't overlook anything. "I owe her a debt of gratitude for actually saving my life." For her part, Robach, 51, was modest about the role she played during Holmes' darkest days. "You saved your life." "You did," she said Holmes, "and we became best friends. We were good friends, but once we started co-anchoring that show together, and it was amazing to watch you transform to be the best version of yourself. I was aware of your difficulties, and I recognized your heart and lovely intellect. All you need sometimes is a buddy. You just need one person to believe in you sometimes." Beginning at 5 a.m., the two worked long hours on GMA3. "And working together till 11 p.m. after leaving the studio, we would go for a training run on the West Side Highway, followed by a beer," Holmes recounted. "This was happening day after day after day. And so, my good buddy became my greatest friend, and ultimately became everything." Holmes and Robach's relationship ultimately became public in November 2022. Days after making their red carpet debut as a couple at iHeartRadio's Jingle Ball in December 2023, the couple launched their podcast Amy and TJ, which has become a platform for them to discuss their relationship, even going so far as to talk through their communication kinks and interview guests like Gavin Rossdale, Rachel Platten, Cheryl Burke, Larsa Pippen, and Lisa Nemi Swayze. Robach finalized her divorce from Andrew Shue in March, while Holmes and his ex-wife Marilee Fiebig settled their divorce a few weeks later, according. It seems that the pair is closer than ever. Robach revealed a wish during an Amy and TJ episode in February to elope to Fiji for her third wedding. On an April episode of their podcast, the two casually chatted about engagement rings, and although they discussed the issue of marriage, both said they haven't worked out if a wedding is in their future. Despite their struggles and errors, Robach and Holmes are confident that their love was worth the risk.